Yeah.
Okay, so the next step is once I took it off the dress form, I had to close up this neckband like I showed you with the lines. So what I did was I put the right sides together, all the way open, and then I serged them together, and that way they fold, it'll look like this. Okay, so I'm gonna line that up with the shoulder seam. And then as you can see, I started the hand basting. So you want to hand baste it all the way around, and while you're hand basting, you are still going to have to do, you'll be doing it with your pins in, but then you're going to have to, with your hand, kind of pull it a little bit while you get that stitch in, because it was stretched on the dress form. You want to maintain that, right? And then I'll pull it over, line everything up. You can also just tailor tack the like 4 to 6 markings, but I think this is easier to handle than just the tailor tacks, especially when it's like new to you. Okay, and almost, I'll just finish what thread I have left. Okay. And now, put it under the serger. I usually like to start on the shoulder where the seams are here. I start right a little bit about before it. Most of you are probably gonna be using your zigzag, but it's going to be the same process as far as you're just going to follow your seam line. Mine's 3/8 because of the serging. Now you will have to do a little stretching. Just make sure everything is flat underneath. You're not stretching a lot. It's not elasticated. It's just, remember the curve you put in when you were draping the neckline onto the bodice. Just keep checking the back. And notice that I'm sewing it with the neckband facing up and the garment underneath. So it's easier to control when you have a circle. Now even though you hand basted it, I recommend just double checking because things can slip. Basting came out here. Just pin it. If you are zigzagging this together, you're just going to end it normally like you would on a seam and backstitch it. I'm serging, so you're going to go over your initial serging where you started. I'll show you what I mean. Anytime you're doing like in the round with a serger, this is what you'll do, whether it's a cuff on the sleeve, a waistline or something. So see, this is where I started, right? So I'm just going to keep the stitches going right over that, and then just run it off. Okay, now let me take some of these stitches out to show you. Then you take your basting out. Okay, and this is what it should look like. It should be nice and flat. And I'll send a picture of it for you with it on the dress form after I do the cover stitching. And that's it.